Hey everyone, it's Ken from Table Topical, and today I'm going to be doing a segment called, or at least tentatively called, This is Why My Army's Not Painted. And you'll see why in a second. But if you haven't noticed by, I guess, some of the other videos on the channel, I have a lot of different hobbies, and it tends to prevent me from getting too far into any one of them because I just get distracted by all of them. So I figured I'd do some videos on some of those random hobbies that I have or I've recently picked up. Probably because of COVID, there's a little bit more time on my hands. So one of the things that I did was I picked up this from Amazon, and this is a relatively cheap lockpicking set. That like I said, I picked up relatively recently after watching some videos from people like Lockpicking Lawyer and Bosnian Bill, which are both great YouTubers. And there's something very satisfying about watching people pick locks and sort of talk about, getting into these things that are supposed to secure things. And one of the things that I was really interested in was figuring out, how secure are locks really? Like how... If me, someone that hasn't really done this forever or, for more than a week or so, can get into a lock, then it's not particularly secure, is it? So what I'm going to do, what me and my cat are going to do, as you can see, is we're going to open some locks, hopefully. Hopefully it goes as well as it did in my testing, but we shall see. So the first thing that I wanted to do is this guy right here. So this is just a little $5 lock that I got from a grocery store, actually, just because I was going to get groceries and I figured I would grab it. It was like $5, so you really can't expect it to be too crazy, but you have basically two things that you need to do to pick a lock. You need to have tension, which is what this little guy is for. You take it, you put it into the little keyway here, and that will basically be your turning. And then this, which in this case, this is sort of a tool that you can put in there, and this, you just sort of shake it. As soon as I can get it in here, you just sort of shake it up and down, and lo and behold, it opens up. Yeah, so that was actually, super duper easy. So let's just do it again to prove it wasn't a fluke. So you have this completely closed key, or lock, I guess. You put this guy in here, and again, you just you shove it in there, and you shake. And, there's probably a better, I don't know, maybe this is the best way, but there might be some sort of, oops. See, I sort of get caught up on here. Again, this is like something I've been doing for maybe a week or two, so perhaps there's some skill in it, and there's some, I don't know, some trick to it, but, I'm still new to this, so come on, baby, you can do it. First time was the charm, apparently. All right, let's try resetting this. Okay, do that, and just pop them in there, and just shake, 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 shake. Like I said, I could pretty reliably get this in practice, but maybe it's because I have to have my hand sort of in a weird position with the camera. Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh, there we go. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I guess if you did have a lock that you wanted to pick, and you had, I don't know, between 2 seconds and a minute and a half of time to shake the lock, that's actually relatively easy. So the other lock, this guy was actually taken and popped onto my desk downstairs, and I lost the key, so I wanted to see if I could lockpick it. Something I realized is that the way that these locks work, so these locks work with little pin tumblers, and you can sort of see back in there, right here, that is a pin. And basically once you get the pins all sort of lined up the way that the key would line them up. So you can see here, because this one is really high, the pin all the way at the end has to be really close to, you know, the top, whereas this one here would be really, really low down. So that sort of shows you the way that the pins have to be aligned. Well, with this guy, it's not like that at all. So if you take and look down this keyway here, you can sort of see that there's no pins in there. So the way that this works, this is called a warded lock. So you can sort of see back there that there's these like fins, and you're supposed to have a key that has like these. If you've ever seen a key that's not like this, but it has like little chunks taken out of both sides, and it's just sort of square. Well, that's a warded lock key. So the trick with these is that the mechanism for unlocking them is actually all the way in the back there. And all you have to do is trip that mechanism. There's nothing in between the mechanism, or in between this and the mechanism. So what I did was I took a bobby pin and I bent it and I added some tape to make a little handle. Obviously this is not a professional tool. They do make professional tools for this. It's called like a skeleton key or skeleton key set or something like that. And there's different types, but this one has worked for this lock pretty reliably. So I'm going to take and I'm going to pull back on it a little bit, and all I'm doing is I'm going all the way to the back there where the mechanism is, and I'm just sort of trying to feel to get it to catch on that mechanism back there, and boom. Yeah, so it's really that easy. So if you have a lock like this, basically, like I said, it's just one little mechanism all the way in the back. And let's see if I can repeat this one quickly. Okay, take it, pop the bobby pin back there. I'm just gonna feel for that mechanism. Feel for the mechanism. I think this is it. Maybe not, that might just be the edge. Come on. First time the charm with these guys, huh? Come on. Feel for the mechanism. Where is it? Is that it? There we go. Okay, got it a little bit there. I just have to hit it a second time because I only got one of the notches. There we go. So yeah, lockpicking in this case is the current reason why my army isn't painted, or at least one of them. There are many reasons. But yeah, I think it's a very interesting hobby. I've been having a lot of fun with it. You know, I keep wanting to buy more and more locks to test them out on. So that's sort of an exciting thing. You know, obviously one of the first things that I did on the first day was I picked my front door, which I figured that out. It took me actually some time, but I did get it unlocked. So I don't know if that's good or bad that I, you know, on probably the first day that I had them, that I could figure out how to pick my front door, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so this is that. Thanks for watching. Do the like thing, the subscribe thing, all that other jazz, and thanks.